Okay. Bueno. Great. Now all the people that followed me from Menaceart and the Man's streams are going to be like, hey, he speaks Spanish again. And they're going to make me say stupid shit. Alright. So I apologize for being so late. I don't know what the hell took my son's karate class so long tonight. I mean, it was long. I mean, I know it's the belt test and all, but, like, they've had belt tests with, like, you know, a whole first class and shit, like, you know, like 6, 7 kids, and then they had, you know, all the other kids that were in there, and it's been over sooner than tonight's was. So, I don't know what the fuck was going on. Looking back to our birth, falling to our demise. You know, my friend Dawn commented on my post yesterday about my technical issues. Told me I should watch my mouth. So I assume she means I need to use more profanity. That's what I'm going with. I'm guessing. In spite of the hate, the flower in the barrel of black. And as I said before, I'll say it again though, just because next week is a major holiday and Monday is always something that we spend at my parents' house. I will still have a stream, it's just probably during the day, as I'm sure like 1,000 other streamers will be sure to do, but whatever. They won't be here. That's what's important, right? They're not going to be me. Looking back to our birth. Forward to our demise. Somebody clipped me last night. I don't know what maybe Twitch fails? I'm guessing it's gotta be for Twitch fails. Be like, look at this fucking asshole. I have to look at it. Let's see what they clipped. It's gotta be for Twitch fails or something. I can't believe it for anything else. We spend all of our lives going out of our eyes. If you didn't see last night's stream, it started off real bad. Real bad. Oh boy, did it start off bad. But NetDev came in, man. Saved the goddamn day. So thank you very much, Net. The host was great, and so they got a bunch of views with it. Plus, the conversation is awesome, man. I really appreciate that. I appreciate it more than anything else. Like, look. I've said 1,000 times on here. For the most part, the only reason I really stream is just to keep myself on schedule. Anybody comes and views and talks along, that's fucking great. But it keeps me on schedule, and it keeps me from zoning out too far. And so it's nice. It's like when my buddies used to come by and hang out in my studio. There weren't a lot of people that were allowed in my studio before. My kids still are not. Like, even my oldest daughter. Though maybe now I'd let her. I don't know. Nah, we'll see. There's not a lot of room in here anyway now that I have the like cameras and shit. Even though one's not working, but whatever. There wasn't much room to begin with, but now that's, like I said, now it's us entirely. I was just thinking the other night, my wife asked me, we got rid of that fish tank, right? Do we still have that? And we got rid of it because you told me to get rid of it. Or it's not a fish tank, it was a pedestal for the fish tank. We never actually had used it. We bought it for the tank, and then the guy's like, oh, it comes with the stand. I'm like, alright, cool. But the stand had like crayon marks all over it and shit. And I was like, well, I can't get them off, so I'm not going to bother with it. But anyway, I digress. No, like, I had a friend of mine, right as I was starting to paint again, last year, and he's like, "Hey, my daughter is interested in art and painting and stuff. Could she come by and, like, you know, sit with you in the studio and like, you know, ask you questions and stuff like that?" And I was like, and my daughter, actually, my oldest, kind of chimed in and was like, "I'm not allowed to go into a studio." And it's like, yeah, it's kind of how it works. I hate to be that dude, but yeah, this is kind of a no kid zone. I don't mind if there's someone younger watching, though I'd have to question why your parents let you watch my filthy mouth. But I think even my viewers from Canada, I think their mother was like, "Yeah, you know what? Maybe we stop watching him." Generals gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses. Evil minds that plot destruction, sorcerer of death's construction. In the fields of bodies burning, as the war machine keeps turning, death and hatred to mankind, poisoning their brainwashed minds. Oh Lord, yeah. Politicians hide themselves away. They only started the war. Why should they go out to fight? They leave peril to the poor. Yeah. I'm not exactly thrilled with the fact that this cobalt has skin on it already. They have powered lives, making war just for fun. Treat. I mean, it wasn't thin, and I don't know. I was a little concerned that it'd be too wet, and I'm like, it looks moist. Moist. Fair warning, by the way. This is just for anybody out there that may try to follow me on social media or try to actually like interact with me on social media. Do not, repeat, do not tell me that you dislike the word moist. All right, just don't. Just don't. Because that's the quickest way for me to bombard you with memes about the word moist. My favorite being like the older woman with like a very like shit-eating grin on her face, like, as that makes me moist. Like, that's the one I love sending to people. So just fair warning. You don't like the word, be quiet. I will torture you with it. Because I am an asshole. If I was on Spaceball 1, I would be major asshole. Yeah, that really bugs me, because actually, you know what? Like, last night I even overloaded that cobalt with some of the medium. It shouldn't be this dry. Again, if it were like 90 degrees in here during the day, I'd say, yeah, it makes sense to just try it out a little bit. But it's just two voices. This is two voices. I'm trying to learn stuff right from the beginning. No, god damn it. The funny thing is I should know this, but I like this one. I remember parts later in the thing too. Stuff in the beginning. Memory still shit. And see, that's what I'm trying to do. Is I'm trying to like test myself every now and then. Just be like, okay, here's music I like. I know it's something I like. Okay, what's and it's instrumental stuff, so it's not like there's lyrics to work off of, you know. Very clear. Some of the little dots are still wet, but like then the big strokes are just dried up, and that is peculiar. I can't tell you how thrilled my wife was when I told her I had to take apart the computer again. Like, yeah, I'm gonna take apart the computer Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And she's like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, oh, I gotta do something. It's fucked up right now. That's gonna be fun, man. A fucking USB port. I can't believe it. I do have a little treat for if I get some viewers, because right now this is, I think, just still my view. Yeah, I think it's still just my preview ones to make sure they're working. I still want someone from Asia, by the way. I'm gonna harp on this, man. I want somebody from, like, I mean, not like that. I want somebody from Asia, like that ship sailed. No, I'd love an Asian viewer right now. Like, and it doesn't have to be like, you know, like where you have to be like, oh, are you actually Japanese? Like, I don't, you know, or Korean or whatever. Like, I just want somebody over in Asia. There's got to be some transplants or something to watch Twitch, right? It's like fucking. What time is it? It's like almost noon right there, right? Something like that. If anybody wonders why I know that, my old job, oh, not my old job, my old office, I should say. We had a room we called the clock room. That's literally what it was. And in the room there were, you know, like the clocks telling you what time it was in Paris and what time it was in Japan and, you know, in Tokyo or whatever. And what time it was, you know, in Moscow or whatever. Like, there was like a couple of different cities. And I just remembered looking at the Japanese one because I just kept thinking to myself, like, you know, once it hit the afternoon area, like, you know, or I guess even like, I guess really even by 10 a.m. You're looking at that clock and you're going, I'm looking at tomorrow. I'd already be out of this shithole. Not that I would count. Anyway. So that always stuck in my head. 14 hours ahead or something like that. That's what it is. I could be wrong. Let's put it this way. In relation to the surprise I have for a little later, I'm like super stoked about. I was speaking to somebody that is over in England. You don't know who they are. If you watch the stream, you might know who they are, because I've talked about them a few times. And I've talked to them a few times on here. But anyway, I'm prattling on again. Oh no, you did this to me last night. No. Alright. Anyway, but I was getting a little Facebook chat, just thanking them for what they did, and I was like, alright, well, he's like, I hope to see you on the stream soon. I was like, yeah, that'd be cool. I was like, just don't stay up too late to do it. Totally ignoring the fact that, like, it's already 2 a.m. Like, he's already up late. If he's texting me and chatting me now, then, like, right now, like, he's already up late. Like, I am a moron. All that use me stuff. Yeah, spread the news. And if it feels as good getting used, or you just keep on using me until you use me up. Oh, until you use me up. Brother, I want you to write down and you talk to me. Talk me I want to not let you just walk on me. By the way, shout out to John Sandman for having a nice bit of a mix on Twitch the other night. I guess he was doing a tournament. He got teamed up with Wolfles. And, chicks dig it. And I heard this playing. I'm like, nice! I kept looking to see if my Amazon Music was playing in the background, and I wasn't paying attention. But it's just him doing it. So shout out, John. Good job. Good job, John. They use me up. Always nice to hear Bill Withers, man, right? Yes. It's true, you really do use me. You get me in a crowd of high-class people, and then you act real rude to me. Little baby, 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 when you cut me, I can't get enough. And I want to spread the news, and if it feels as good getting used, or you just keep on using me until you use me up. To use me up. On the plus side, I'll say this. I'm not even checking the stream. We're talking right now for all I know. No. Anyway, it ain't too bad to use me. You know what I did though? Update. Let's update the information. Oh my God! Let's not have thirsty tech issues Thursday. That's not really going to be. There we go. Durr. Anyway. This is what happens. I've been rushing like 2 nights in a row. Like not rushing. Like not comrade. How are you? In Soviet Russia. Canvas paints you. I don't know what that means. Right now, my buddy Mike's regretting hosting me, I'm sure. He's a moron. The tide is high, but I'm holding on. I'm gonna be your number one. I'm not the kind of girl who gives up just like that. Oh no, not the way you do that makes it. But it's the way you do that makes it to me. I'm not the kind of girl who gives up just like that. Dude, will you please stop? What the fuck is all these pop-ups going on here? Every girl wants you to be her man, but I'll wait, my dear, till it's my turn. It's funny, right now I'm just kind of like letting this fly, because I'm like, do you guys ever feel like maybe, like, ooh, that's definitely going to be too, that's too wild. Let's just get a little down. Like sometimes there's like, if it mixes in too much, like, you know, like song-wise, you gotta shuffle on, and like there's a song or an artist that you keep like, not tonight, and then it keeps popping up. You're like, fine, I'm going to give you this sacrificial lamb. You play this song, and then you're gonna stop, right? And then it never stops, and you're just like, fuck me. Why did I surrender? Why did I go all French? You ever want to see my boy nerd out? On ya. Just do the whole thing. Make, you know, call like a Frenchman like a cheese-eating surrender monkey. You know, Daddy, the French were known to be extreme warriors to earlier battles. It's just that after World War II, like, oh my God, my kid will school you on like World War conflict and stuff, and not just World War I and II. It's like he's once in a while be like, Daddy, the Franco-Prussian War. It's like, oh fuck, no, don't ask me, I don't know. Isn't it true that it's Vincent? I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know. His fourth grade teacher pulled us up like, yeah, like, you know. I looked at some of his notes from previous teachers, and they said how, you know, his. They first thought he was a little bit behind in reading level. And they kept putting him on, like those, you know, like slower level books, because he wasn't catching up or appearing to on those lower level books. And like we had to try to, we finally got one teacher to finally admit, like it might have been his fourth grade teacher. Yeah, I think it was. It was just like, I think he's actually just bored. And we're like, we do too. Like, we've been trying to say, like, you're not challenging him, and if you're not challenging him, he doesn't care. You know, like, it's kind of what happened to me when I was younger. Like, now they don't really have. Oh, come on now, you're playing all the same shit from last night, you fuck. God damn it! Like literally, it's like everything from last. You know, I'll leave this on because this is something different. Now I'm gonna sound like an idiot. I'm okay with that. Nobody's here anyway. Boom, boom, boom. Ghouls and ghouls of every age, wouldn't you like to see something strange? Come with us and you will see this our town of Halloween. This is Halloween, this is Halloween. Pumpkins scream in the dead of night. This is Halloween. Everybody make a scene, trick or treat, till the neighbors come and die of fright. In our town, everybody scream. In this town of ours, I am the one hiding under your bed, teeth grown sharp and eyes glowing red. I am the one hiding under your stairs, fingers like snakes and spiders in my hair. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Halloween, 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 Halloween. In this town we call home, everyone hail to the pumpkin song. In this town, don't we love it now? Everybody's waiting for the next surprise. Down the corner and hiding in the trash can, something's waiting to the house and hound will scream. This is Halloween, red and black studded. Aren't you scared? Well, that's just fine. Say it once, say it twice, take a chance and roll the dice. Ride with the moon in the dead of night. Everybody scream, everybody scream. I'm the clown with a tearaway face, here in a flash and gone without a trace. I am who when you call who's there. I am the blowing through your hair. I am the shadow on the moon at night, filling your dreams to the brim with fright. This is Halloween, this is Halloween, 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 Halloween. Tender lumplings everywhere. Life's no fun without a good scare. That's our job, but we're not mean. In our town of Halloween. In this town, don't we love it now? Everyone's waiting for the next surprise. Skeleton Jack might catch you in the back and scream like a banshee, make you jump out of your skin. This is Halloween. Won't you please make way for a very special guy? Bone Jack is king of the pumpkin patch. Hail to the pumpkin king now. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. In this town we call home. Everyone hail to the pumpkin song. La 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 la. When Vincent was little, we used to listen to this regularly in the car. And he would ask for it by saying, "Daddy, can we play Mrs. Halloween?" Daddy, I want to hear Mrs. Halloween. He's like, "What? Mrs. Halloween. Mrs. Halloween. Oh, Mrs. Halloween. Okay, we'll play Mrs. Halloween." We also had it. I'll give a little bit of advice to any like semi-nerdy parents out there. For good like kids albums, I highly recommend anything done by the They Might Be Giants. The albums they made, Here Come the 1, 2, 3s and something else. I can't remember the other one, Science one. I will never follow you. I will never bother you. Never say a word again. I will crawl away for good. I will move away from here. You won't be afraid of fear. And if thought was put into this, always knew it would come to this. Things have never been so swell. I have never felt to fail. Pain. 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 You know you're right. You know you're right. You know you're right. There's someone to come inside. I no longer have to hide. Let's talk about someone else. Sting shout against the mouth. Nothing ever bothers her. She just wants to love herself. Nothing away from here. You won't be afraid of fear. If thought was put into this, always knew it'd come to this. Things have never been so swell. I have never felt to fail. Pain. Pain. think you're gonna like it. I think you're gonna feel you belong. Simplification, and necessary sedation. You belong. Welcome to my welcome to my breakdown. I hope I didn't scare you. That's just the way we are when we fall down. We sweat and laugh and scream here, 'cause life is just a dream here. You know inside you feel right at home. Yeah. Welcome to my breakdown. Welcome to my nightmare. Yeah. Alright, update on my lunchtime sketches. Since now I don't think required to work overtime during my lunches again. I did start another sketch today. I figured I wasn't very happy with the pink eye. Not pink eye. Sorry, I was actually pretty good with the pink eye one. With the Itchy Badass sketch I did. I mean, it's not bad. It just needs more work, I think. But I decided to blow it off for a little bit. I'm gonna skip that one for a little bit. At least that sketch of him. But I decided to draw him in his true form. And if you follow Itchy Badass on here, and there's somebody watching, that's what I do. But anyway, you'll know what his true form is. At least I think it's his true form. I think he's been lying about his human form. I don't really believe that, but I'm just going to say that. I'm going to go with it for now. Welcome to my nightmare. I think you're gonna like it. I think you're gonna feel where I belong. We sweat and laugh and scream here, 'cause life is just a dream, yeah. You know inside you feel right at home, yeah. Welcome to my nightmare. Welcome to my breakdown. That's the song my wife likes to turn off quickly. She gets uncomfortable with it. I get it. That's right. Yeah, it's pretty visible, right? Yeah, that's pretty visible. I was gonna say, here comes another one, but I didn't get that out. Yep. See, I'm Irish, but I'm not a leprechaun. You wanna fight, then step up and we'll get it on. You get it right to the grill. I'm white and not ill, descendant of Dublin with Titanic skill. I duck that swing, next thing your jaw's broken. Punk, I ain't joking, you could bet you be choking on a fistful of none. Maybe I'll be puffing on a fat blunt. What punk, you don't know the half. Trying to talk shit, man, please don't make me laugh. These Irish eyes are smiling, a buck wildin', the house of pain is pumping, start jumping. Freak it, funk it, backseat, trunk it. If you can't get with it, we'll end up sweating it. Then you get a beating just like an egg. So hard to run when you got a broken leg. We can never run off, the house of pain to come off. We got the cake that you're trying to get a crumb off. The Irish style, the Celtic jazz. No one has it, just us Saxon. If you get to take it, I got a big shillelagh. I don't have dreads cause I shave my head daily. You call me a skinhead, I call you a pinhead. Yo, where you been, man? Just like the Tin Man, you got no heart. Here comes the good part, I pick 'em, buck 'em. Cut 'em up and buck 'em down. No fucking around. Homeboy, you get clown like Krusty, and trust me, you shouldn't play. It's funny. When my daughter was, my youngest was 4 years old, an outbreak of lice hit the school, like the daycare that she went to, which is also where my wife teaches. And naturally, it hit Sophia. Right, so Sophia ended up with some head lice. So, we went through the whole situation of bagging up all the toys and washing everything every day and throwing shit in the dryer for hours on end, we had crazy amount of shit to get through. Like every day, I had to work. I had to take time off from work just so I could stay at home and hose vacuum everything up and throw everything in the bins. It was absolutely madness. But I like to consider myself a fairly pragmatic person, and I'm also a very lazy person. I should put that one too. I'm pragmatic, but I'm also very lazy. So I look for the best, easiest answer. I think that's a good choice. So I decided, all right, look, I'm going to have to search my wife's hair every night. I'm going to search Sophia's hair every night, do all this shit that we have to do. I'm like, I don't want to have to sit through that too. In other words, I don't want them to have to go through and look at my hair and all that shit and have to spend another, yes, I had shorter hair. I mean, it's not, it was a little longer than this, but so I was like, all right, I'm shaving my head. I was like, this way, there's no need to even bother. There's no way they can, there's nothing for them to latch onto if there's no hair there. And so we asked my son if he wanted to do it too. He won, Mr. Grinch. And my son was like, I said, look, here's the deal. I'm like, we shave your head, you don't have to get checked. All you have to do is every now and then, like every other day or so, we'll come in, we'll just keep it nice and bald, Greasy black pearl. You know what I should do? I should sacrifice one day of audio, one stream. We'll see where we are maybe Thursday. I'll put on my coat's Christmas mixture maybe. Brain is full of spiders. You got garlic in your soul, Mr. Grinch. I wouldn't touch you with a 39.5-foot pole. But anyway, so I looked at my son and I said, look, dude, here's the deal. We do this, you don't have to get checked out every night. Like I said, every other day, we'll just keep you fresh and down low. And he's like, all right, Daddy. So you're going to do it, Daddy? I said, yeah, I'm going to shave my head, So I shaved my head first, and then, I said, all right, buddy, come here, because he chose to go with me. And the thing was, though, and Vincent, if you're watching this in the future, even if it's tomorrow, Doesn't matter. If you see this on my YouTube page, since you get on there a lot. But you never watch some of my painting streams. The thing is, I love my boy. I love my boy to death. But he's also a very finicky eater, and so and like all Coats men, we tend to be very thin, especially when we're younger. I'm a little bigger now, I know. But so Vincent's very thin, very frail looking, very pale because he like doesn't leave the basement, and he's now bald. Okay, if you might be able to figure out where I'm going with this. And we're walking around the mall, and I forget which store we were in, but we're walking around the store, and Vincent got to a different aisle than me. And I came around the corner, and I was like, "Hey, Vincent," and he turns around, "Oh, good day." And he was very kind of lackadaisical about it too. And I saw these people like look me like just off to the side, and they're like, and they look at me, and they're like, and I'm like, "Oh my fucking god!" They think he has cancer, and then I'm shaving my head to like, in solidarity or whatever. Like, oh my god, no. Like, I was almost ready to start screaming in the store, like, no, not cancer. He's got head lice. Like, and like. Though actually, I wasn't sure he didn't have it, but you know what I mean. And my friend Karen and I worked with the Phillies. Like, that's too extreme. You shouldn't do that. You didn't need to do that. I'm like, yeah, but you know what? I'm like, I didn't need to, but at the same point, like, we are completely 100% clear at this point. Like, me and him. Like, even if the little one ended up with another outbreak, whatever, they ain't getting the two of us. I was like, it's fucking hair. It grows back. I asked him if he wanted a mohawk afterwards. Like, it's already there. It's like, we just let the middle patch grow out. And he's like, not right now. I never got one. Every little thing gonna be alright. So you don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing gonna be alright. So don't worry about a thing. Alright, we're getting there. I'm feeling pretty good about this, right? What time is it now? Alright, since I did start about 15 minutes late, we'll go a little bit longer than 10:30, right? I think that's okay. As I said, I just want to get to this, And I think that's more than enough time. Even to do, like, the little bit of touches of blue. If I don't get the... Well, no, I've got to finish the touches of blue tonight. Never mind. Alright, so we're doing it until then. We'll get this done until then. I had one fucking little weird spot there. This really is like the same stuff from last night, though, isn't it? I don't remember Three Little Birds. I just don't remember it. And I wonder, day to day, I don't like you anyway. I don't need your shit today. You're pathetic in your own way. I feel for you. Better fucking go away. I will be fucking go away. I'm doing the best I ever did. I'm doing the best that I can. I'm doing the best I ever did. I was avoiding the classical music tonight, though. That's interesting. And to fantasize, you are mine all the time. I don't mind if you go blind. You get what you get until you're through with mine. I feel for you. Better fucking go away. You better go away. I feel for you. Better fucking go away. We'll be if you better go away. I'm doing the best I ever did. I'm doing the best that I can. I'm doing the best I ever did. Now go away. I'm doing the best I ever did. I'm doing the best that I can. I'm doing the best I ever did. Now go away. I'm doing the best I ever did. Go away. I'm doing the best that I can. I'm doing the best I ever did. I'm doing the best that I can. I'm doing the best I ever did. I'm doing the best that I can. I'm doing the best I ever did. Now go away. I'm doing the best I ever did. I'm doing the best that I can. I'm doing the best I ever did. Doing the best I ever did. That's interesting. Damn, I think the viewbots gave up on me. Oh well. What else was I gonna say? So that's weird. I could have sworn it was just me watching me. What else was I gonna say? I'm just trying to think of stuff to keep going, because right now I'm tired. It's been a very long, exhausting day. Shit, there's something else I saw today and I thought about, and I lost it. Because there was this other second viewer on there, and they weren't talking. I am upset and saddened. That was just being an asshole. Either way. It's very interesting. Maybe they caught on that I used 2 previews just to make sure myself. Looks like I get 2 views. This hurt me last night, I won't lie. It's funny. You know, NetDev came in later in the stream last night and brought in a bunch of people. It was like, 11 people or something like that, or something along those lines. And, a good number of them stuck around for a while, and I was quite pleased with that. And not a lot of people were commenting, but whatever. They were viewing, and that's cool. Yeah, they were lurking. Lurking's fine. I don't mind lurking. But the thing was that, even with that little bump, man, my number's tanked. Again, not that I'm, overly concerned with hitting affiliates, it's just I'm damn close, and it's that'd be nice to get. I know, I assume you have to hold it, right? I mean, it seems logical. I am going to try, but I think it does a little something. I think a little people people like to see it, know that they're contributing, I guess, a little more than just the number of followers. Damn, I lost a few followers, too. Oh, fuck. Anyway, I lost quite a few, actually. I wonder who I lost. Should go in there and find out. Because FYI, if you did one of those follow for follow things and you drop me, I'm going to drop you. Just FYI. Because I don't give a flying fuck. The anyway, what was I gonna say? And look, if I do follow you and I don't get the view very often, I apologize. That's usually beyond my control. Because 9 times out of 10, like NetDev was streaming today, and I'm like, fuck, I'm at work, I'm blocked. I can't do it. Like, even if I wanted to join in, I can't do it, because the work sucks. You know? If it does Friday and I'm working from home, different story. Or next Wednesday. Oh, man, I felt bad for my son tonight when that news came out to him. They're closing my office for next Wednesday, so the day after Christmas, because they have to do this HVAC system thing, because our heat doesn't work there, hasn't worked in a year, and they finally said, you know, after a year of telling us, we'd be telling them, you know, hey, like, there's no fucking heat over here. Like, I'm freezing my balls off, like, every night, you know, or every day. And they'd come back to us and be like, nah, heat works fine. And we're like, nuh-uh. Like, literally, nuh-uh. Like, I don't know how more wrong you could be, you know? Like, I know Sheldon Cooper believes that there's only wrong and, you know, as a definitive, but you can be more wrong. It's like late. See, a lot of people think, like, you know, especially when you're in your 20s, like, a lot of people will run into the whole, I'm not frozen, am I? Hey, that's why I dropped down. Am I frozen? I think my dashboard froze over here. That's weird. Don't think because there's a way. Maybe I dropped the viewer. So it is me, but drop one. Anyway, a lot of people when you're younger, you'll be hanging out with your buddies, and you know, you're like, dude, I gotta get home. My folks are gonna kill me. And one of your buddies will always, there's always one. Every one of my friends can, yeah, everybody's got that one friend. You can't be more late. Right? And sometimes it happens when you're married. It's after, you know, maybe it doesn't happen when you're college age, but eventually you run into that one friend who will, you know you gotta get home, and your friend goes, you can't be more late. And you go, you're right, I can't be more late. Fuck them! Whoever it is you're, you know, blowing off. Be it your parents or your significant other. And then you come home at like 6 a.m. and you realize you can be more late. See, late is, honey, I'll be at home at midnight, and you come in at like 1. That's late. When you come home at, you know, and the sun's rising, you're more late. So just FYI, that's for the younger kids out there. I had some friends convince me that when I was waiting tables. And look, I'm going to give it in my defense, and in my defense is going to sound terrible. In my defense, we were attempting originally to go to a strip club. It's a great way to start, right? But we didn't even realize that it was a Sunday, and like all strip clubs are closed on Sundays. And the one we were planning to go to was like a BYOB place. So we bought a mess of alcohol, and we're like, well, what the fuck are we going to do with this now? Like, we can't drink it. Like, you know, we can't go to the club because it's not there. We can't go to another bar. Like, well, we got to find somewhere we can drink. And then, like, someone came up with the brilliant idea. There's a place up on Baltimore Pike in Springfield. It's no longer there under this name, at least. It's a different name now. I don't know whether it's still the same as how it used to be. I believe it is. But anyway, it was a no-tell motel. In other words, you could rent a room there, you know, I think the way it used to be when it was the executive was in 2-hour blocks. So it's pretty clear what you were renting the room to do. Okay. And this is like the type of place where, it made the news on more than one occasion where somebody was like, the cops were called there or an ambulance was called there because like someone had a dildo stuck in their ass and they couldn't get out, and so this is the type of place it was. So someone had the bright idea, and it was just 4 of us. So it wasn't like we were going for naked time or anything like that. But we're like, hey, we can just get a place at the Executive and we'll just drink there. We're like, okay. And without even thinking about how it looked at first, not that it matters, but me and my buddy Paco going, because we were the ones that had the best night that night waiting tables. So we went in to pay for it. And so we go, we'd like a room, please. And this guy has no idea there are 2 other people in the car, and that, like I said, our only intention is literally to get piss fucking drunk. So, so we go to this place, and nothing, sexy happened or anything like that, but it's like we got shit faced and we spent all night drinking, like all fucking night drinking. And then it's like, okay, we gotta go home now, and like Paco did not live very close, so I had to get Paco home and first, and it's like it took a long time to get her, but yeah. So I came into my parents' house at 7 a.m. My parents are getting ready to leave for work, and I had a class, by the way, that afternoon. Mom, I hope you're not listening. You should be going to bed, Mom. Don't go to bed. Don't listen to her. No. Doesn't matter. Statute of limitations on skipping class are well over. I had a Shakespeare class at 11 o'clock. And again, this is the University of Arts, so it's downtown, I was a suburban, commuter, so. So my mom and dad are getting ready for work, and you're going to make your class, right? Don't worry, Mom and Dad. I'll be at the class. Don't worry. I'm Shakespeare. I don't know. I'm just going to take a nap for like an hour, and then I'll nap on the train, and I'll be fine. And then, so my folks leave for work, and I took my school bag, because the class was the only class I had that day, so it was like 11:30 to 1. I was going to be home before both of them, no matter what, every day that I had the class. So, I took my school bag, and I moved it from here to like over here. Like, actually, do up here a little higher so you can see. Like, I moved it from like here to like here. So it was in a different spot. So if they came home, I'm just going to nap when I come home. The point being, in the long run, I know, long story short, too late, you can be more late. And you can be more wrong. And I don't remember where I started with this. This is why I need viewers to be here chatting, because I have no idea what the hell I started with. Oh, the heat not working. So anyway, they're closing my building so they can work on the HVAC system next week. And so I had to tell my son, yeah, you know how you're hoping to get video games for Christmas, and you're hoping that you can spend all Christmas break playing them the whole time, like literally from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed? Yeah, you can scratch that idea for the 26th. And there's a very good chance he may have to scrap it for a few more days during that, because if it doesn't go over the first day, they may be keeping us out for a few days. Now, of course, I still have to work. That's why I can't do it. It's like I'm going to be in the basement working from home. So that's why he's I feel bad. So anyway, I'm just rattling on. I could use a good raid right now. Like right now too, because if it goes much later, it's not going to do me any good. Because we're going to be cutting this short soon. Right? I mean, all I have to do is finish this little corner area, put in a few dabs on the, and I can always go like super big on this too, you know? I always just like tossing a big freaking structure here, and because it's allowed, you know? Like, I don't know what I'm doing here. Like I said, this is kind of free form. I don't know what I'm making till the next one's made, you know? So look, I'm getting like, kind of like a weird little... And I'm going to take this thing here and make this, there's a little tip there. There. I'll do that, and yeah, we add a little tip to that. Buried up to my neck in contradictionary flies. I take pride as king of literature. I'm very ape, I'm very nice. It is worth noting, by the way, too, going back to that story of that started with in our defense, we were looking for a strip club. The reason we also ended up at this place too is not just that it was like, oh well, we can't even go somewhere else to drink at this point. The reason we couldn't is because like we went fucking everywhere, and I mean, at one point we were in a part of Jersey which I don't know where we were, and I don't ever want to go back there. That's all I know. Like, I mean, I remember just the streets were such garbage that, you know, I swear to God, I thought I broke my my little '91 Corolla that night. So it was like we went over some terrible pothole. It was just like fuck, and I was like, oh God, please don't break down here. Please don't break down here. I do not know where we are, and I don't want to find out. Like, because this is back before GPSs were like in everybody's phone kits. We refer to those as the dark times. What's the frequency cannon? No, not up to speed. I'm not idiot street. Try to match. You never reached out. You are our expectations. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. The story behind this song is that, like, I think somebody like jumped Tom Brokaw. I think it was Tom Brokaw. Smile, tooth for a tooth. You said that irony was the shackles of youth. You wore a shirt of violet green. Oh. I never reached the frequency. I believe that's what the story was, is that somebody jumped Tom Brokaw or somebody like that, Dan Rather or somebody. And when they like knocked him to the ground, they just looked at him and was like, what's the frequency, Kenneth? And like, so that's sort of what inspired the song. That's a weird fucking thing to have happen. What's the frequency, Kenneth? Is your Benzatrine? Uh-huh. I got you calendar, drugging the scene. Smile, tooth for a tooth. You said that irony was the shackles of youth. You wore a shirt of violet green. Oh. I never understood the frequency. Oh. You are I couldn't understand. You said that irony was the shackles of youth. I couldn't understand. You wore a shirt of violet green. I couldn't understand. I never understood the frequency. Really? Oh, that just stops it? Oh. Ugh. Fuck that. That sucks. Alright, you know what? Let's, No, don't tell me you got rid of it. Vacation Jamaica. Ah, cool. Out in the streets, they call it murder. To jam rock. Sometimes. Yes, you carry guns like I do. Welcome to Jam Rock. In the streets, they call it murder. Jam Rock. Outside the north side. Welcome to Jam Rock. West Coast. To Jam Rock. Welcome to Jam Rock.
In the streets, they call it murder. Jamaica, 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 Jamaica. Welcome to Jamrock. Jamrock. Doing what you always do will end up in Egypt. Doing what you ought to when you end up in dance. When you end up in chains. Not me, sky not me. Alright, you know what, I'm gonna think we're I think we're gonna do kinda like what we did tonight. This is not that big a deal, I think. Because it is getting late and I am getting tired. I mean, we're right there, but I really did want to finish this tonight. Fuck! It's a different story, but we got done that karate class. But you know what? I'm just hurting my hours, like, per hour at this point. Like, I'm killing it. It's getting destroyed. I'm gonna need a huge raid at some point. I'm gonna need somebody to kick in with like something big to help me or something, or find some other means to promote this channel. I gotta say, I'm gonna give one critique to Twitch, which I mean, it's. I think they fucked up on one major thing here, and I'm gonna call them out on it. See, they took away when I first started, and you know, it wasn't that long ago, but I could upload a video, you know, and like literally like premiere it, you know, like with, so it wouldn't be live, but like okay, I could load something up. I could even schedule it, like so I could literally put something, be like, okay, this is gonna go that night. And so this way, if, you know, like tonight, I was going to be late. I could still keep my schedule, per se, by throwing on, like, you know, Let's Draw a Bit or whatever episode or something like that, you know? And, like, they took that away from anybody that's below affiliate. And I feel like that's bad, because it's something that could be used to help continue to grow your channel. And I'm just going to throw that out there. That needs to be said. So if you're listening to Twitch, you fucked up. No, I'm just thinking that if I try to put the cobalt blue in to this area, it's going to mix too tightly. I think I'll just use it like I did the turquoise. Thin it out a little bit next time. And like I said, there's nobody fucking here, so what do I care? So that'll be it. I'll see you guys on Wednesday, 8 o'clock. Hopefully someone will be there. If I actually get on time, we'll see.